What's up, everybody? My name is Nick.
I'm Mike.
We are the Buzz Mirth. Today on the Game House, we are playing Chip Theory Independent Play. This is Chip Theory Kids. Chip Theory is sponsoring this video. Thank you so much, Chip Theory. And they're getting into some kids games. And this is 4 independent solo games made for kids. And inside, there's like these 4 tins.
Yep.
And they're all 4 different kinds of games.
They're all 4 different kinds of games. They are in these tins with magnetic pieces so that you actually play within the lid itself and everything kind of sticks. So they're like travel friendly and things. And like you said, they are for fostering independent play and kind of developing some skills. So there's kind of like a Sudoku one, which teaches you like a little bit of logic. There are some polyomino shape things so you can figure out, you know, spatial puzzle awareness and things like that.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do is this is going to be a little bit different than usual.
Yeah, instead of having to come the normal overview and then go into it, we're going to kind of teach each one as they come.
Absolutely. And since they are for solo play, we're going to kind of alternate showing you them one at a time with one of us at a time. So we'll kind of show you an introductory level puzzle and then some of the more immediate things so you can kind of see how the challenges of the puzzles, there's like 50 in each of these boxes, how they increase from very basic to pretty kind of tricky.
Let's get into it.
All right, so first up we have Sudoku Forest. This is the one that's aimed kind of at the youngest kids, down from 3 up to age 99. This is a Sudoku style game where you are going to be getting animals back home and kind of doing Sudoku stuff where you're going to get some bit of information in terms of what animals need to be in which rows or columns, which ones can't appear in which columns. And on the easier puzzles, you'll get certain spots already filled in for you. So all of these sets are going to be like this, where they have their own tin. You're going to have all the pieces inside, and you're always going to play inside the lid itself. So I can go ahead and swap that out and pull out our little animals. We have 9 of them here. So at most, you'll have a little 3x3 grid that you're working on. And not every animal will be used in every puzzle, but all the kind of harder ones will get to that level. So we have all of our puzzles in here. There are a bunch of double-sided ones of varying degree of difficulty. So anything with 1 star is going to be easier than anything with 2, 3, or 4 stars. And they kind of generally get more difficult as you go. So just to kind of set up give you a lay of the land here. If we have this puzzle, you see something in a rectangle, it's going to show you which animals are going to be in this puzzle. So again, there might not always be the case where they're all present. And this is all magnetized and stuff, so you can play right in the lid. And it's kind of travel friendly is the idea. We have this little animal here, and a little rabbit and a frog. So in this case, we only have these 4 animals. And if you have something that's pre-printed here, you know, something with kids you can kind of do is do the color, you know, a match of animals and stuff. Okay, where's the rabbit go? The rabbit goes right here, and the pig goes up here. And you can slide this little dog fox thing over here. And then in this first puzzle, which is, of course, pretty easy, this little bit of information is going to show you that in this row down here, there has to be a frog. There might also be in future puzzles things with a slash through it saying that this animal may not appear in this row or column. In this case, we have 3 animals filled in, 1 spot open. We know that it has to be a frog, so we can safely assume that a chicken goes there. And that would be the complete puzzle number 1. So let's go and get these out of the way, and we can show you a little bit more, you know, something that takes a little bit more brain power. You know, even for me, I could probably solve some of these harder ones, I think, or at least the medium ones. I'll give myself medium. So if we go to like the 4th puzzle here, this is still a 1-star puzzle, pretty simple. Again, only 4 animals, but here it's going to give you a pig and the dog, and it's going to tell you that a rabbit cannot go here to kind of bring that concept to the fore. And then you would have to put together where the frog needs to go. So if a rabbit can't be here, it's got to be down there, which will again leave the frog up here to go. Let's go to a more mid-level one. It's going to give us a little more challenge. So we have our lid here. This is 49, so this is a 3-star puzzle. I think there's 80 or so different ones. So this one's going to use all 9 of our animals, and we only have 4 of them in their place to start. So we can go ahead and get our cat and our bird and our panda and our pig in the spot. And then here now we have a bit more information around saying that the bird cannot be in this column or this column, the little, I guess, chick, I should say. So we know that has to be in the bottom row somewhere, but we don't necessarily know which of the 3 spaces. Just can't be here, because those are saying no. We also know that the frog can't be in the middle row. The rabbit has to be in this first column, and there's only 1 last space available, so I can safely assume that the rabbit goes there. We also need the little cat, dog, fox thing here on the bottom row, and it says here the rightmost column. So again, the only way for this to be true is if we put this right here. And that means that the chick, which can't be in either of the top 2 rows, has to be right here in the middle of the bottom row. We know that the frog cannot go here, so they must go up there. And the hippo has to be in the rightmost column, which they now are. So this gives you an idea of the types of puzzles you can see. And again, there's a whole slew of them. If you get down to, you know, 89 and 90, they get to be a lot less information and a lot more kind of stuff to discover. So you can kind of grow as you grow in your puzzle making. And there's a bunch of different things like that. But kind of Sudoku vibes, animal matching, you know, recognition patterns and stuff like that. So that is Sudoku Forest.
Alrighty, our next one is going to be Tangram Adventure. This is a game for 4 to 99. Do not play this game if you're 100, you will die. Yeah, so Tangram Adventure. So when you open up, you see we'll get one of these little sheets right here, which will have a shape in it, and this shape is going to be a horse. So, like all of them, you'll play in the puzzle, the lid right here. So what this one is going to be is we're going to have these 7 pieces right here, and every one of these puzzles, you're going to be using these 7 pieces to complete this puzzle. The very early ones, the one which of course have the 1 star to show the difficulty level, the ones are basically going to have these colored dots which correspond to these shapes here. So there's this orange shape right here, an orange dot right there. So you know the orange shape will go right there, and you're going to put the dot inside the hole in these shapes. And then you're going to continue on. So now we have the blue one. We'll see if we can make a horse here. Bet we can. Boom. Oh, I put that. There we go. So I'm messing even this one up. Number 1, you love to see it. Boom. And we're going to make a little horse. Boom. 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 And finally, boom. So now we have a cute little horse. Boom. So in these ones, you're just going to follow the dots and the colored dots so that way you can kind of go there. But again, you got to make sure you're putting it in the right way, in the right orientation. Hello, Mary. I love you. I'm trying to teach a kids game right now, my darling. So now, these can get a little bit more difficult because there are going to be some, like this one here, which are going to be a bit open, but there'll only be some here that have the dots. So let's see if we can figure this one out. So we're going to have this teal one go here, and this one go here, try to make a little tea kettle. And then this right here. Then the rest you just kind of have to figure out on your own. So this is definitely going to be this shape right here, the spout. And then the rest of this we got to kind of figure out. I'm guessing boom, and then we'll make a square out of these 2, yeah? But again, now at this point, like, you have to figure it out, and you don't necessarily know what's going to be specifically where. Boom, and then we got a little tea kettle. Cool. So some of them will have just kind of an outline with some colored dots, but then we also have ones like this mansion here, which are just going to have black dots. And these black dots basically are going to tell you a shape is going to go there, but it didn't tell you what color, whereas like the one with the kettle told you the color as well. These ones are just like this. So let's go boom, and then boom. Like we know those ones, right? I feel like this one's got to be over here. And then this one feels like it has to be there. No, that's incorrect. No, that's weird. I feel like these big honkers, oh, maybe this goes over here. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Maybe like this? Yeah, I think this might be it. And then we'll put that in there. Yeah, okay, cool. So, easy. I didn't struggle with that at all. You struggle with that. So now we have a little mansion. So again, these 2 right here have the black dots we knew. In this case, we were able to discern which ones those were pretty easily, but of course they will get harder as you kind of go on. And then if you get to like the very, very end of them, it's going to be a big ol', just an outline. So like this one's a big airplane, this one's a sword, this one's a person falling down. You love to see it. So these ones are just an outline with no dots, and so you just have to put these in there and figure it out. So that is Tangram Adventure.
All right, so next up is Pixel Party. This is a Reiner Knizia kind of different Tetris-y shaped things. We're going to be creating a picture using these different offset black and white little Tetramino pieces and stuff. Again, on our magnetic lid. So this one's going to give you, similar as you've seen with other ones, different level puzzles. And on the bottom here, it's going to tell you for which puzzle, which pieces you need. So in this case, I need the kind of classic Tetris L and this little elbow piece, and the other ones aren't needed. And then you have to try to figure out like what's a way that I can place this so that all the spots are filled. On this one, it looks like maybe this needs to go up here, and this one here can create the back end of the dog, and now we have created Doge. And that's how this one goes. This one, again, very spatial, very, you know, kind of patterning. It kind of gives you this little offset black and white, so you can make sure that you're also paying attention to that. So this one, a fish, this is number 8 here, still a 1-star puzzle. We need the little Z, a little elbow, and again, the big elbow. For this one, or I guess it's this one, I should say. I think I'm gonna go here for like the tail. And then let's see, if I do this, that creates a little boom, boom, boom situation for my fishy. Something like that, kablam, makes your little fish. Although I think no, I think I got that right. Oh, it's supposed to be the other way around. You get it. Boom, so that fits in for the fish. And then again, to show you kind of like another one, they get to be a little more intensive. This one's a big container that uses all the pieces. And again, some things like this get a little bit kind of wonky. Let's see, I think this is here. I could maybe put that up here. I think if I do this, there's no pieces that are just 1 and 2, like a 1x2. So I don't think that's where that, although maybe that has to go down here then, I guess. Oh, maybe uh-oh. Nope, I've made some mistake has been made. Because if oh gosh. Let's see. Maybe this is like here, more in the middle or something. Then maybe this goes here, maybe this goes here. So can I get those stacks? So that maybe seems that. And if I do, I guess this and this would make us kind of a rectangle. And then does that leave me? No. Uh-oh. Let's see, maybe this. Kablam. Ooh. So I feel like these have to be, oh wait, well, maybe if this is up here, maybe we can do like a little something like that. Like this. Oh, we need another Z. Well, maybe I could do this. Let's find out. Let's find out. Maybe now the big piece. Oh, I need another Z. Oh, man. So, yeah, so these things can get, you know, depending on your spatial puzzle prowess, they get a little tricky. So now I'm trying to think, like, this is the piece that everything seems to hinge on. And I'm going to try to match, like, the stripies to the white. I think that's going to help me. So maybe this will work. I kind of like the idea of using this 3 with this one and have something like, I mean, maybe this guy. No, that creates a 1 spot. That won't work. But something like that, you know? I'm trying to think of, maybe I can just do big 2 sticks straight up. No, I won't get that done. Okay, maybe this and this. No, it's a 1x2. Oh, good golly. So it's better, you know, if you're like a smart person. That's helpful. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, now if I do this, hold on, maybe this. Okay, I've at least made this big weird piece fit with something. That means the 4 needs to go up here. Oh, and then what do I need to do? This? Ha! I'm a genius. Took first try. First try. It's gonna be edited to be the first try. Okay, so again, depending on how you do with polyomino shapes, they get a lot harder than that. It's 27 out of flipping 50. So that's a halfway point. And you get like other things like this and stuff. So can be tricky. Again, magnetic, travel friendly, pixel party.
All right, so our last one here is going to be Neighborhood Hide and Seek, which is also by Reiner Knizia, and this one is labeled as 6 to 99. So this is the highest age one. So this one's for geniuses like me. So in this one, you're basically going to be trying to find one of these kids that are hidden. Or rather, there's gonna be one kid left over, you're trying to find them. So you can see there is a grid right here. You have all these cool transparent pieces, which met with magnets on them, of course. And basically what you're gonna be doing is you are gonna be following this guide. So like this one right here means that you're gonna have to use this piece because it's kind of the big Tetris T. So when you put a piece in here, all of these have a little open circle, and the open circle is going to have to go and show that shape. So again, we have the T, so the circle and the open circle and the T has to show that right there. And again, you can like flip these, you can turn them, you can kind of do whatever it is you want, as long as, again, you're following the guide. And again, you're not gonna cover up any of the other ones, because if I cover up like this, that means I can't put something like that, because you're not allowed to overlap them like that. And obviously also, these cannot hang off the board like that. So in this one, so basically what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be putting all these down, and by the end of it, if you did it correctly, there will be exactly one kid left uncovered. And that one kid is the kid you just found, right? That's the hide and seeker. So that's what you're trying to do, is you're putting these all here and trying to get only one left over. So let's see if we can do it in this first one here. So we'll start off with this T. Let's go up here. And then let's try this one, because this is the big long one right here. Boom. So again, making sure to match up the holes right there with their matching pieces. I got a hunch. Okay. So this one, maybe like that. Yeah, because then this one can go here. This is just a little buddy. Boom. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. Oh, I think it's gonna be him. I think it's gonna be them up top. Boom. Yep, because we're gonna have boom, and then boom, and then now all these are in open spaces. We've used the spots, we're not hanging over, and there's exactly one kid, little whippersnapper, who is left over. And that is the kid who we have found. So that is how you win these ones. So this was number one. So there are some, as they get harder, you're gonna have some other stuff that can kind of be in there. So if we look at like this one right here, this one right here has two different things that can show up. One, you can see question mark ones. Question mark ones are going to be something, like something is gonna go right there, but it's not gonna tell you what shape it is. So you're gonna have to kind of experiment and see from there. And there's also a situation where you might see the same shape multiple times. Only one of these will be correct. The other ones will be covered up by, let's say this made sense, by something else like that, because there's only one of each piece. So this is this one right here. So this one can either be here, here, or here, again, turned any which way. And we're gonna have to kind of figure out which one that is. And then the ones with the question marks, you're gonna have to kind of experiment and figure out what shape this is supposed to be. So let's go ahead and start. Well, the square kind of has to be here, right? Because that's the square, we can't turn it like that. No matter what we do, that's gonna be there. So that's good. So that kid, that fancy kid there, is already gone. Let's pop this. We might have to move this one. We're gonna put it right there for right now. And let's go, if we put it right there, we can do this one here, because again, this one covers this up, but that's fine because we only have one of those. Okay. So if we do that, then this one would have to be like that, right? Because we can't turn. Okay. So then this one would be like this, because it couldn't be like that, because there wouldn't be just an open space like that. Ooh, is that the kid? Is that the hide and seek kid right there? Did we just nail this? Because then this would be, oh, I think we nailed it. Okay, cool. So now we have this thing right here, but we do have this big Z. Oh, look at that. Boom. So we solved it because this kid is the one left over. That's the one we found, hide and seek. And so that is how these ones work, where again, we had multiple of these little two yellow things, but only one is valid. And then we had to figure out what went here, which in this case was the kind of the natural Tetris Z. So boom. Alrighty, and so those are the different things you can see in neighborhood hide and seek here. You're just trying to find one kid, and so and they get harder and harder and harder as they go. So that was Boom! Chip Theory Kids Independent Play, those 4 games. Get a little bit of a different game house for us here. We don't do much kid games, although you have kids, and the lowest one here is 3. Logan's almost 2, which is freaking me out a little bit.
I'm really excited. Yeah, so like as a newer parent and stuff, I'm very invested in games like this existing because I want, to develop skills through play. That's something that I personally really believe in. I used to do early childhood development and education and stuff, and learning through play is just a really fantastic thing.
It's really, really cool.
And this is kind of what this does. So let us know what you think about this one in the comments below. Check the description of this video for information about this if you are interested. This is kind of a new venture for Chip Theory Games.
Yes,
so
indeed.
do let them know if you are into it. And until next time, I'm Mike.
I'm Nick.
We'll catch you all next time.
Bye, everybody.